Hello wine fans, and welcome to episode 2 of Simon of Orange, the YouTube channel that is less about innovation and more about humiliation. I'm extremely excited because today we are going to do something very special, which I'm quite sure has never been done on YouTube before. I am going to blind taste 2 wines. I'm going to try to guess which one is the cheap supermarket wine and which one is the expensive natural wine. Exciting, huh? Last time I said this: if at least 10 people like this video, I will tell better quality jokes in the next episode. I thought about this long and hard, and unfortunately I came to some uncomfortable conclusions. I still have a very small budget for this video, so here's the budget for this video. The only option was to have better jokes in this video to downgrade the video quality. But I didn't think that was very good, and I think this blind tasting is so extremely innovative and exciting that you can cope with my poor quality jokes for one more episode. So good jokes are delayed. I want to make very sure that this is a fair test. So to ensure laboratory-like tasting conditions, we've disguised the 2 wines so that it's not possible for me to know which one is which. So the wines have been completely disguised and there's no way for me to know which wine is which. So let's see if I can use my skills and figure this out. So I'm going to taste wine number 1. Nice looking colour. Spicy, quite complex. Hell yeah. Not so much of a white wine, more of an orange wine. I wonder if this could be a clue. I'm going to think about that carefully while I taste the second wine. I think grapes were harmed. If there are grapes in this, I guess there are. Well, it's wine. As I said, it takes a lot of training and practice, but I think I have an idea. One of these wines was made with very sustainably farmed, probably organic grapes, made with a lot of care and attention. And the other was made in a very industrial way. I think the grapes were probably mistreated. I think it's possible they didn't even have names, and maybe they weren't read bedtime stories. And it's the small details that make the difference. So my guess is that wine number 1 is the expensive natural wine, and wine number 2 is the cheap supermarket wine. Let's have a look and see if I was right. Well, what a surprise. Wine number 1 is indeed a natural wine. It's from Thomas Hareter in Burgenland in Austria. So so this looks like a supermarket wine indeed. Wild Pig Chardonnay from somewhere vaguely in the south of France, I think. So yeah, 2 Chardonnays made in very different ways. I used all my skills and judgment to tell the difference. Don't try this at home. It takes years of practice. So I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this is a setup, right? I just went to the supermarket and I bought some poor, innocent little wine that wasn't hurting anyone just so I could make fun of it and belittle it. And I actually knew how this was going to turn out all along. Well, let me just state for the record, let me be absolutely clear that this was the case. But if you don't believe me, let's take the word of Sir Bob of Parker, who taught us so much that scores are the great leveler. I'm going to give both of these wines a score, and then maybe you'll believe me that this is a neutral and unbiased exercise. So just let me figure out the score. Okay. I think I know the scores for these wines. For the Wild Pig Chardonnay from somewhere vaguely in the south of France, I'd score this 4 out of 20. And for the Thomas Hareter Chardonnay Ohne from Burgenland, Austria, I score this 69 out of 20. It's very clear which wine is the better wine, and I hope you can see that this was a very clinical and equitable exercise.